I would like to start with a rewards plan of HyperNation. You probably saw it. I don't know if you're all in my groups. If you're not, I posted it in my group. I actually initially didn't even want to talk about the reward plan of HyperNation. And the reason is this. The reason is that I know it's a work in progress. I know there's a lot of things that could still change. And for that reason, talking about it now, knowing that there's a possibility that it changes down the road, is, in my opinion, just a waste of time. But then I changed my mind, thinking I should let people know what is coming in with this particular compensation plan. Not to convince anybody. I don't try to convince anybody. You make your own decision, good or bad, you own it. So I'll present and explain what it means. If you did not get a copy of the compensation plan, feel free to leave a comment under this video, and I'll share it with you, whether in French or in English. Just leave a comment, and I will share it with you. So allow me now to share my screen so that we can look at the compensation plan. HyperNation community, a world of exclusive rewards within HyperNation. Let's start with a disclaimer. Um, so what am I reading here? Okay, there's something here. So the information provided to you in this document should at all times be considered general information concerning blockchain, cryptocurrency, and possible opportunities to participate in new ventures provided by these technology. Under no circumstances shall this document be considered as any type of solicitation, investment, or financial advice. Information is provided to you in general terms without taking notice of your specific personal and financial situation. Participation in this project involves risk. It is on a best effort basis, and there's a risk of loss of part or all the funds. Prior results are nothing more than a reflection of the past without being any guarantee of future performance. The viewers need to evaluate the risk inherent to participating on their own behalf. We suggest you seek the advice of a suitably qualified professional who can help you take relevant decisions after evaluating your personal and financial situation. Your continued viewing of the documentation indicates your acceptance of the terms above. HyperNation is a sovereign nation for everyone in the virtual universe. Amidst the chaos and uncertainty in the world, HyperNation upholds a general consensus that will ultimately benefit everyone, both in the metaverse and the real world. The economic consensus based on universal basic income, UBI, transparency, fairness, equality. HyperNation offers not only a place for socializing, but a place where information is nurtured and propagated across the infinite space of the virtual realm. HyperNation is the great roof that shall shelter us against the storm of ignorance and violence. So strategy partner HyperNFT. As we all know, HyperNFT or your NFT is the passport into HyperNation. So HyperNFT is a comprehensive first-level NFT platform for NFT digital asset on-chain, issuance, exposure, whitelist casting, and acquisition. It has a rich whitelist of NFT minting types, and users can mint NFT directly from the project site. Creators usually experience a high barrier of entry into the NFT market. Hence, HyperNFT lowers this by acting as a gathering place for high-quality blue-chip projects. The distribution platform gives exposure to high-quality projects, at the same time accumulates users for the early stage of the projects and reduces the operational burden. The Hitchhiker of Stars, known as HOS, is the sole NFT serving as a passport into HyperNation. the leading virtual nation that strives to bring freedom, equality, and human rights to the world. Note that HOS can be exclusively purchased at only two platforms, HyperNFT and OpenSea. Now, being a citizen of HyperNation, we appreciate the utmost support from our community in developing HyperNation. Citizens of HyperNation can now reap up to 3 times rewards, as this is a way of expressing our gratitude to all our loyal citizens. 3 times the rewards, up to 0.7% of the principal sum, which will be given daily until the pending rewards of the membership is fully released. Now, it's important that you notice the up to 0.7%. It means that on their own decision, based on situation like the market situation, like the winter we're seeing right now, they can decide to reduce it to 0.5 because they never said it is fixed 0.7. They said up to 0.7. So could it be 0.3? It is possible. Everything from 0 to 0.7 is possible. It's important that you understand it that way. So for those who are going to be citizen of HyperNation, whatever their package, and we'll see that on the next slide, whatever the package they choose, they will get 3 times the rewards, 3 times the value of that package rewarded to them daily at 0.7%. If you do the math, basically it's going to take at 0.7, if the 0.7 daily rewards is kept throughout the time, it's going to take like 14 months, around 14 months for you to collect the 3 times of that reward. Please mute yourself, please. So these are the 3 packages that will be available. The first one is Citizen Package A. They may end up with a different name. A, B, and C is just so that we know we differentiate them for now, but there's a possibility that they may change them. They may give them specific names. We don't know yet. Keep in mind, this document is subject to change, and you can read it here at the bottom. All the information provided has yet to be finalized, and changes may occur in foreseeable future. So be aware, this is not finalized information. So Citizen Package A will be 400 HU. Keep in mind, 1 HU is equivalent to 1 USDT. Okay, so anybody getting the Citizen Package A will get 3 times the value as rewards. The same way we have rewards like from our grocery stores, or rewards from our credit card, or from our Air Miles or American Express. This is the same type of rewards, with the option that those rewards that you get daily could be converted into a cryptocurrency, and whatever you do with that cryptocurrency after, it's up to you. So release rate standard. We will see later on what's the difference between what the standard means and what is the other option of release rate. Booster, 0. And then Citizen Package B would be 1200 HU, meaning 1200 USDT. And the rewards over time is 3 times the value, which is 3600 HUs, released at 0.7% daily with Booster 1. And then package number C, or Package C, is 4800 HUs, released 3 times the value to 14400 HUs, released at 0.7% daily with 2 boosters. Now, if you ask what the booster is, the booster is the ability, and by the way, they have not quite explained that exactly how it's going to work or when you can trigger those boosters. The booster is your ability as a citizen that you can activate in order to get your rewards faster. Now, keep in mind, it can only go up to 0.7%. So how the booster is going to work, I'm not quite sure. We're still expecting more details about it. But what the information we got is that the booster would allow you to get your rewards faster. Now, see that the 400 has no booster, so the rewards here are going to be standard and coming only at whatever the percentage, the daily percentage is. However, for package B and C, you have the option to have either one booster or two boosters if you're on package C. There will be rebuys, and you can only rebuy once you've reached 50 HU. And each rebuy will grant you an additional 3x the value of your rebuy, which in this case would be 150 HU in case you rebuy with 50 HUs. And of course, there's no booster. Contribution points. Important to understand what the contribution point is. The national level is determined by both community performance and contribution points indicators. Your contribution point determines the upgrade and downgrade of your national level. But regardless of this fluctuation, your community performance is unaffected. There are various ways from which you could improve your contribution points so as not to downgrade your national level. If any of the community performance or contribution points is lower, okay, both, if they are lower than the current accumulated value, the national level will be immediately downgraded. Whereas the current lowest score in the range corresponding to the level will continue to remain at that level. So the contribution points serve the important purpose of maintaining your national level as well as allows you to enjoy the various rewards provided in HyperNation. To ensure that you get the rewards that you fully deserve, it is important to maintain a standard figure of contribution points. Note, these contribution points are valid for 45 days, after which the corresponding contribution point will expire. For example, when you earn your contribution points on July 2nd, then by all means, the contribution point shall expire on August 17th. So, contribution points, what are they? They are basically your contribution within the community, right? So they will be counting, and they haven't quite explained how they're going to mark people's activity. How to earn contribution points? Daily logging to HyperNation account. That one is easy. You log in, they know you logged in, and you get a certain number of points. Contribute value to the community. How do you do that? They haven't quite explained, but my understanding is that if I am in the community, and now I'm talking within HyperNation, not just in in the Telegram group or something. No, when we are within HyperNation and we start interacting within the metaverse, my actions contribute to the value of the community, right? I don't know if they will count, let's say, those who present like I'm doing right now and count that as a value to the community, because we are both a community within the metaverse as well as outside of the metaverse. So it's important. So that is something that could contribute to the community value. Solidarity and unity, a mutual consensus to realize a harmonious society. So basically, within the HyperNation, what actions am I taking? What am I visiting, like concert? Am I, doing things within the HyperNation that can be recognized by the community or by those running the community that could earn me some points? Social media outreach. We communicate, we share information on Discord, right? So we answer questions, we interact with other members on Twitters. We can forward, we can retweet, right? Things like that will be seen. For example, I don't know how they're going to do this, but maybe, every one of us will just add their username in brackets. And then whenever they do something, they get a certain number of points. Participate in campaign, airdrop rewards, and more. So I guess we all expect more details on, and they promise they will give us more detail on how contribution points are going to be earned. Now, this has the advantage that those who scam the system on Hyperverse, which, opening like hundreds of accounts, if you have, let's even say 20 accounts, do you see yourself every single day doing every single one of these things with every one of those accounts? Then maybe you're better off, quitting your job and doing that as full-time job. This is with 20 accounts. Imagine now if you have 50. There were people with hundreds of accounts. You think they're going to be able to do that? No. And for that reason, those particular extra account of theirs will be downgraded to, I don't know what the outcome is, or, your earning potential when you're downgraded. I'm not quite sure. So we'll find out. Contribution point. This is an example. Let's say, for example, right, these are the different levels. So community performance here, as once you reach 50,000 and 80,000 in contribution point, you're a V1. It will depend on what you've done that earned you all these points. To get to a V4, for example, you need to have 1 million community performance and 71,500 contribution points, and so on. So imagine if you have hundreds of accounts like some of these big V5 leaders were doing, you cannot keep up with all these. If you're not in action, you're not going to get anything. So your community, in this particular example, your community performance is 2 million points. This is this one here. So 2 million, you're a V5. But the current contribution points is only 41,500 after it has expired, meaning that, for the first 45 days, you are here. But then after on the 46th day, because you did not keep contributing to the community, your number of points went from whatever it was to 41,500. Well, if you are now here, you cannot keep this V5 level. You will be downgraded to 250,000. And that is exactly what they're saying here. Your community performance is at 2 million, but your current contribution is only at 41,500 after it has expired. Hence, your national level may be downgraded from V5 to V3 instantly. So you go from V5 to V3, which is your number of contribution. It doesn't matter whether you have these points, your contribution point is what is going to decide your national level. And if it keeps going down, right? If it keeps going down, your national level will also downgrade. 3 reward system of HyperNation. You have the referral reward, you have the community ranking reward, and you have the quality rewards. Let's talk about the citizen referral rewards. This is basically when you invite somebody to join this HyperNation, this metaverse, right? So you can have people that you personally referred. Those people, and this year, don't be fooled by this. You can have more than 2. It's not a binary system. It doesn't mean that you can only have 2. This is just a representation. And that's why you have the dots in between. You can have as many personal referral as you can manage to get. And then these people will also have their own recruit if they wish to do so. Nobody is forced, and so on. Each level, like you see here, these are the people that you recruit, that you referred yourself. They're called your level 1. The people that they referred down here are your level 2, even though it is their level 1, and so on. These people that are now on your 1, 2, 3, third generation are said to be on your level 3, and you can go all the way down to 20 levels deep. And down to 20 levels deep, you can earn on all those people if you can manage to have such a big community. Citizenship referral rewards. Basically, the people that you referred here on your level 1, right here, yourself using your own link, they, on them, you will get 20%. You'll get 20% of their daily rewards, okay? For the level 2, meaning the people that were referred by those that you referred yourself, on all these people on level 2, you will get 15%. And it will go like that all the way down to level 20 at 1%. Let's look at this example. If your direct downline achieves a total of 100,000 HU daily, you will receive 20,000 HUs daily. As simple as that. If you have somebody who gets 100,000 HUs daily, you will get 20,000 HUs daily, which is 20%. If you're downline from level 2 here, right? From level 2, meaning these guys here, if somebody here, or maybe even the sum of all their daily rewards, right, is at 100,000 HU, you get 15% of that, which is 15,000 HUs daily, and so on, based on these rewards percentage. Citizenship reward, referral reward example. So this is that example that we just looked at. You are here, you referred this guy, he gets 100,000 HU daily performance, you get 20,000 HU, which is 20% of 100,000. He referred B. B is your level 2. Because B is at your level 2, you earn 15% on the daily rewards that this person gets, which is 15,000 HUs. Okay, and you can receive total citizen rewards is 35,000 in this particular scenario, which are contributed by A and B. And if you have C and D and, on different levels, the math is the same and following the percentage you see on the table here. Let's look at the community rewards. Different national levels are entitled to different percentage of the community rewards under the following. You have the community ranking rewards and the equality rewards. The basis of calculating the community reward is determined by the performance of large and small community. Community ranking rewards, equality rewards. Let's look on the next slide how all this works. The upline's national level must be greater. The upline's national level must be greater than the national levels of his or her downlines within 20 levels. You remember the national level. We talked about the national level. So your national level must be greater than any one of your members. Meaning that if you're one of those that, manage to go get, good community builders and hoping that you will just sit back, do nothing, and rip all the rewards, then this compensation or reward plan might not be for you, because you need to participate in the emulation of the community. So for that reason, you got to make sure your level, your national level, is always greater than any of your downlines within 20 levels. This is going to be the toughest to meet, because if you have somebody down below your level, right, and that person is killing it, either you would have to kill it yourself so that you can always be above them, or, you will not meet this community ranking rewards. The community ranking reward does not include the entire community of the direct downline with the highest performance. It supports up to 20 levels of downline. And this community ranking rewards, as you can see here, when you are V0, right, you are at 0. When you are V1, you earn 0.5% of your community daily rewards. When you are V2, you earn, what is it? Okay, a second. Let me get rid of, what is it? Let me get rid of the floating control. Okay. So at V2, you are 1%, right? V3, you are 3%. V4, you are 6%. V5, you are 9%. V6, you are 12%. V7, you are 15% of your community daily rewards. So it is harder to get this, which pretty much is the biggest rewards that you get from your community. Only those who are engaged within their community are going to get these rewards now, because this is what made the biggest reward of those V5 on Hyperverse. They did nothing, not much. Most of them, maybe a few were working, but most of them managed to get people that were doing big work at the bottom, and then they did nothing after, and they were earning big. So now they'll have to earn it. They'll have to earn it because they'll have to make sure they're always above anybody else within 20 levels in their community. Example of community ranking rewards. So if you are here and you are a V4, right? Anybody below you has to be below your level. And in order to calculate your community ranking rewards, they don't take into account your best performing team. They eliminate your best performing team and only focus on the remaining people. Prerequisite, V3 performance is 400 HU. If your current national level is V4 and your downlines is V3, you will receive 3% of community rewards. For example, V4 is 6% that you should normally get, but you have people in your community. Let's say this one is V3, and we know that a V3 gets 3%, then you will get the difference between 6 and 3. Same thing for this guy here at level 2, right? You'll always get the difference. You'll always get the difference between your level percentage, what is it? Between your level percentage here and whatever they get, okay? So equality rewards. Now, let's say those below you are at the same level as you. The upline's national level is equal of the national level of his or her downlines within 20 levels. The minimum level to qualify for the equality reward is to be at least at V3, in which case you're not going to get the difference, because the difference in this case would be 0. You will be getting 1% of the daily rewards of that downline of yours. Like, for example, in this example here, you would be getting 1% of the community, the daily reward from this downline community, and 1% from this downline community. How does it work? You acquire a package, a citizenship package that is 1 in, and you get up to 3 out, which is the rewards that you receive over time, regardless of the fact whether you receive referral rewards or community rewards. A maximum of 3x of the principal sum of the package will be awarded to you for every purchase. What does this mean? Basically, it means that equality rewards, community rewards, and the other one, citizen referral rewards, all that counts as rewards. And every time you get one of those or combine, it counts towards the 3x. And as soon as you reach this 3x, this particular rewards for this particular purchase elapses and you don't get that one. And if that was your only package, then you shake hands with HyperNation and then you say, see you next time. Or if you want to stay as a citizen, you get or you acquire a new package. That's how it's supposed to work. Now, citizenship referral reward. All rewards are shown in the HyperNation account. So once you get your account, in case, of course, you acquired a yellow box, because that will be your passport into HyperNation, whether you acquire yellow, purple, or platinum, or down the road the green for those brand new member, or those yellow, those old Hyperverse member that later on decide, oh, you know what, I think I will still get something, but it's too late to get a yellow because the deadline for the yellow is today, um, August 3rd, 2022 at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then the only option for them is going to be to get a green mystery box for 120 USDT. That's the price at the time of this video. Okay. So the 3x reward will be distributed from the user's existing pending rewards. Of course, after you get that NFT, you still need to get a package. Those Node and Pro Node got a 10,000 USDT NFT. Pro Node got 100,000 USDT NFT. Those got a special rewards of 5 times the value of their NFT. That is already being released to them from the time they bought or they purchased those NFTs. The yellow doesn't get that special rewards because they're not a node or pro node, right? However, when they get into HyperNation, they will have the possibility, if they wish to do so, to acquire a citizenship package. Otherwise, they will only act as a tourist, meaning that they will go around the hyperverse or hyper universe or HyperNation, and just visit as a regular tourist without receiving any rewards for whatever they do within the HyperNation, because the NFT only serves as a passport to get into HyperNation. And if you want to get rewarded, then you will need to acquire a citizenship package. And when you are in HyperNation, you will be able to see something like this. Right now, we don't see all these tables just yet. But when you get in and everything is launched, you'll be able to see something similar to this with today release, 20,000 HU. This must be beautiful. So this is how it will look. Community rewards, your community rewards will be this one. So the previous one here was your citizenship referral rewards. Whenever you reward somebody, you'll get 20%, right? You'll get 20% of their daily. If you go to community rewards are subject to the results of the accumulated sales in totality, and this excludes the sales from the highest performing direct downline. Okay, and then welcome to the new world of HyperNation together. That's the end of this presentation. Let me stop sharing my screen and turn on my camera. Do we have any questions? Feel free to unmute yourself and in case you have any question.
Hello.
Yes, Geraldine.
Oh, okay. So, Leader Pascal, my question is on the national contribution. When they say national, what does it mean? Like national, like the whole world, because they are based in Hong Kong or whatever. So, is it the whole world or whatever country that you are in, and I say, or the community you belong to, that is your national?
HyperNation is your national.
Oh, okay. So contributions to the HyperNation, how can one contribute to the HyperNation? Like what, hosting webinars and or helping people come in, or like?
We will all find out. Definitely, we need some more details on how that is going to work. And the question was asked during the Zoom that we had with them to have them explain all this. Because the first thing they said was that logging into your account daily will give you a certain number of points. Because we have people that never log in. the only time they log in is to, withdraw money or something, right? So getting into
Mm-hmm.
every single day will get you a certain number of points. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
having or participating in the various things that are done within the HyperNation community will also earn you some points. Doing stuff on the social media, I don't know how they're going to count this, but doing stuff on the social media, like retweeting the post, or I don't know, having webinars like this one, things like this is probably going to count as well, right? So it's important that, and that is what is going to count as your contribution points, which will count towards your national contribution.